Hello there, YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing a review on the Blue Snowball. Now, the Blue Snowball is a mic that I got just because I was kind of tired of using my headset mic. It's not the best quality, and I'm sure you can obviously hear it's got some pretty weird noises to it. It's got quite a bit of voice distortion to where it levels it unevenly. Say, like, I've got too much treble in my voice, and so it sounds really weird. Another thing I don't like about it is it does not have enough of a filter, like a pop filter on it, so every time I say like P or T, you can hear it really loudly. Like you can probably hear that, and it's too loud. And so I'm going to be doing a review on this mic because I got it today, but already it's so much better. So the first thing I really like about it, and I'm gonna actually show you it, is here. Let me take off the pop filter real quick because I do have a pop filter on the Blue Yeti, just in case. You know, I mean, it has enough of a pop filter on its own, but I really enjoy having one on there anyways. One, because it helps with it, and two, because it helps me feel professional. Okay, so first thing I'm going to tell you about it is what it comes with in the box. And I'm actually going to show you. What it comes with is it comes with the actual Blue Yeti microphone. That's just, I mean, not the Blue Yeti, sorry, the Blue Snowball, not the Blue Yeti. Now, what's interesting about this is the name actually is spot on because it's just a white ball, which is why it has the name Snowball. And this is the iCE version, which I don't exactly know 100% what that means, but I think what it means, I think essentially what it is that it doesn't have the switches on the back to change the different audio types. Like on the normal one, I think there would be a stereo or 2-channel, an omni, and then just single channel, I think, something like that. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's like. But on this one, it just doesn't have that. I don't know, maybe there's some software that I'm supposed to use it for, but that's just fine with me. So that's this little mic right here. And by little, I mean it's pretty big. It's about the size of my fist, a little bit bigger, but another thing it comes with is just a little stand. Sorry if you hear the squeaking. Now, I mean, this little stand does the job, but I don't know. I don't like that it's made of plastic, in case you're wondering. Also, this is made of plastic as well, this outer shell, but it's made of like a not cheap feeling plastic. So that's a plus. And this little band, I think, is just a sticker, so not like anything special. But I really don't like how this stand is not even just plastic, it feels like a cheap plastic. Like, until I actually put my mic on it, I was like, is it really gonna hold this mic? Because this mic is fairly heavy compared to this stand, and this stand just feels like it's made out of cheap plastic. So I was very skeptical of it. I thought it was just going to break immediately when I put that on there, and if that didn't do it, then my pop filter would break it. So that was a surprise. I do like how strong it is, though. Like, it's very high build quality in the fact that it's strong, but not in the actual material. Like, it's plastic. The other thing that it came with was, let me just, this cord right here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you what the two ends look like. Let me just go and do that and autofocus. Huh. Okay, let's try to autofocus with me out of the shot so that you can actually see the two ends. Okay, so now that you can see the two ends, one is a USB end, and one just looks like a proprietary port. Like, I don't think I've ever seen this kind of port before, but that's okay. Just a nitpicky thing about this though is a little bit of a nitpicky thing about this is I don't like how the cord is just kind of like this metallic-y silver clearish color. I mean, some people might like it, and especially because it's the iCE edition, but I would have preferred to have a more like darker cord, perhaps a solid color. I would love a solid color. Not necessarily white one. I think a black one would look really nice, mainly because all of my cords are black. Especially if it were braided, I'd love a braided cable. You know, like I've got braided cables on my mouse, on my keyboard. I'm not going to lift up my keyboard, but and I just think it would have been nicer if this were braided. And it's got okay shielding on it. It doesn't have the best shielding, so I'm a little bit concerned on that. Not really concerned about so much anything in particular aside from the fact that because it doesn't have such great shielding and it's really flexible, I'm kind of concerned about it breaking. But that's just kind of me. I'm going to go ahead and plug this back in. I'm going to go ahead and give you an audio test of this mic. Ooh, that's actually something I really like about that USB. That USB is, I don't know if it's just made in a different mold than most USBs, but it fits in really nice and snugly into a USB port, and I love it. Like, I don't feel like there's any chance of it getting accidentally pulled out because it's a pain to put in there. Like at first, I thought I was putting it in the wrong way when I very first set it up because it wouldn't go in, and I was like, oh, I just have to push harder on it because it's a really nice cable end. So I'm just gonna go ahead and speed this up for you guys. Just me reassembling my mic setup. Okay, now I'm not going to be doing a review of a pop filter, so I'm not going to put this on because I want to let you guys hear the raw audio. So sorry, I'm going to just go ahead and go right into the audio testing of that. Um, sorry, new. Okay, so I'm going to start recording with this mic, and I'm hoping you're going to be able to tell a difference. I have it turned down a lot because this mic is really sensitive. It's a fairly nice condenser mic, especially for the price. I'm sorry if you hear a little bit of noise in the background. That's just fans on my computer because I need to get a new heatsink for my computer, for my processor, and so it's really loud right now because this is just the stock one. But I'm going to go ahead and record in 3, 2, hold up, let me autofocus. Sorry, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, now I'm recording with the Blue Snowball mic. This is a test. Let me get closer to it. Okay. Hello there, YouTube. Testing 1 2 1 2. I don't know if you can hear how much more clear this mic is, but this mic is a lot more clear than my headset mic. It's a lot more sensitive, it's a lot more responsive. It gives a cleaner tone to it, more of a warm tone, rather than my microphone on this is harsh tone. And I just really like this mic.
So I'm going to continue recording the rest of the video with this mic just because I like it. But what I've found so far just with me is the pros of my mic that I have. Okay, actually, now that you've heard that, I'm going to go ahead and throw this pop filter on real quick. Just because, in case, I don't know. Okay, so the pros that I've encountered with this mic are, it is cheap. I mean very cheap. If you want to get this brand new, it's going to probably cost you about 30 to 50 bucks, depending on where you go. If you go online, you might be able to find it a little bit cheaper used, but you're probably going to be around 30 to 50 bucks. It's not going to go over 50 bucks, though, I don't think. I like just the way it makes your voice sound. The fact that it has a warmer tone to it than some mics out there, I really like that. I also like how the mic is shaped. I don't know why I like that, but I think it just provides for a cleaner setup than having just a standard mic. I mean, a podcast mic would have been cooler, like a ribbon mic. Ooh. A ribbon mic would have been really cool, but those are expensive. And this is kind of a podcast mic, but I'll show you what I mean, like the Blue Yeti. And I'll put a picture in it for you. But overall, I think this mic is pretty high quality in that aspect. Some of the cons. The cons, as I mentioned before, I don't like really the stand, how it's made of plastic. I think it would have been cool if on this mic they had included the directional things, as well as possibly like just a headphone jack in it, just so you could hear your voice through it. Like with the Blue Yeti, there is a headphone jack with a 0 latency guarantee, I guess, and that's just so you can hear your voice, so that you can hear if you need to adjust the gain or anything. I would have liked to see a gain knob on this. I would have liked the cord to be solid, maybe better shielding or braided, or both would be great. On the back of the microphone, I would have liked to see the cord have a clip on it. That would have been really cool to me. And these are all just kind of nitpicky things in my opinion. But for the most part, I absolutely love this mic. I would recommend you give it a try if you're looking for a good mic for 30 to 50 bucks. Sure, there's better ones out there. If you can manage to get a Blue Yeti for about 30 to 50 bucks, which I really highly doubt you could, but if you could, I would definitely go for that. It's not got the best sound quality out there, but it's got a lot better than some. It's got a little bit better than this, but not a ton, but I just like it a little bit better. But definitely for the price of 30 to 50 bucks, I would give this mic, I'd say, an 8.7 out of 10. Now, the reason I don't give it a lower score than that, because I did have quite a few cons, is because those cons are just nitpicky things. They don't actually affect the performance at all, except for the directional thing and the gain. And I would have really loved to see those, but I didn't see those, and I took off a full point for that. The rest of the things I just took off like 0.3 points just because they're a little bit nitpicky. But I would suggest you give this mic a try. I love it. And if you can also get a pop filter, that'd be really useful, because this has kind of a built-in pop filter, as most condenser mics do. But if you know anything about condenser mics, you know that most of them don't have the best pop filter built into them. So I would suggest getting your hands on one of these as soon as you can if you're looking for a good mic in that price range. Thank you, YouTube, and have a nice day.